Yo guys, and welcome back to this new stream here on the channel. And on today's stream, we're going to discuss the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin market. And yeah, today we're going to go over the the crash that we did got in the market. Because yeah, yesterday night, while I was asleep, Bitcoin corrected ever so slightly with an approximately 9% towards the downside. So today we're going to go over on what kind of effect this will be having on the market, what kind of things this will be doing to the market in the coming hours from now on, what are we seeing right now, and what could we be anticipate that Bitcoin is going to be doing in the coming hours from this point here. And are we going to be seeing a very strong bounce? Bitcoin is right now trading on some very key levels of support, and I personally do expect that Bitcoin is going to at least find some support on it. And on today's stream, we're going to go over all the technical analysis. We're going to have a talk with you guys, what you guys think of it, and we're going to just go over all the important details on the market. So with that being said, guys, let's jump right away in towards the charts. So what can we see right here in front of your eyes? You can clearly see right now Bitcoin, of course, create this very significant leg down here. Like you can see, Bitcoin pumped up towards new optimized. That was, of course, the point that we were still live here. After that, we saw a very significant pullback, and of course, this pullback was an approximately, let me say this correctly real quickly, was an approximately 8.5% here. So yeah, Bitcoin did saw an 8.5% correction here from the highs, and this is of course a pretty significant pullback that we got generated on the market. Since then, of course, from the lows, we have been starting to curve up back higher already with another 4% bounce here. So yeah, if we're going to be measuring the high to the low that we're trading on, it's still a very significant 5% correction. But what we can see right here is that if we're going to zoom in towards the lower time frames, we can see that there was a lot of buying and selling going around on this range over here. Volumes were running up particularly high here because yeah, there were a lot of people anticipating that the market was going to be bouncing from up that range over there. So the positive side on this correction here, in my opinion, is that of course all the people that are willing to sell off their Bitcoins right there did so, and that is of course having a positive effect for the market. As soon as we're going to continue our way up once again, this is going to be having less sell pressure on the all-time high because the people that are willing to sell off, they of course got cleared. And of course, in today, what we do see on on-chain data here is that they're getting less and less active sell addresses that are long-term. So the long-term holders are increasing and increasing further on here. But what are we seeing right now on the RSI? The RSI looks to be having created this very significant downtrend. So we were talking already yesterday about it. You can see clearly we found a rejection, and clearly three very significant touch points got us rejected on the market the way down here. So that is of course quite significant what we have been seeing over there. And right now, we do want to be, of course, seeing a breakthrough of this downward sloping RSI trend line. Of course, I personally do think as soon as we're going to be breaking through this downward sloping RSI trend, we could be in for, further continuation towards higher levels. So I am personally particularly excited about this specific move that we are about to get created on this, Bitcoin US dollar 1 hour chart here. So that is, of course, looking quite exciting. If we're going to talk about the imminent short term, if we're not going to look at the momentum indicators, what is Bitcoin doing? Because Bitcoin is trying to recover, but it is going relatively still in a slow pace like we are used to go for Bitcoin. Because yeah, we saw a very significant pullback, and right now we're seeing a pretty slow push up once again here. But what can we be seeing if we're going to talk about some critical support ranges, of course? So if we're going to zoom out ever so slightly, you can see over here on the left side on the market, we did got a rejection over here, right? Then this level previously provided this resistance as well. And if we're just going to continue this level, you can clearly see Bitcoin was, of course, retesting this range over here. And so far, it has been finding a very strong supportive touch on this range. And that's also one of the reasons why I do think Bitcoin have been seeing this very strong bounce from off this green box, basically. So yeah, Bitcoin did clearly bounce off this green box there. And that is, of course, a very beautiful thing to see here. Right now as well, if we're going to be looking at some horizontal levels here, you can clearly see over here on the left side, previous resistance, flipped into support over here. Right now we're retesting this level as well. On the previous 1 hour candle close, we did already close the 1 hour candle above it, so that is of course looking particularly good here. And the chance of this candle going to wick on the lower side and continue its way further on is particularly high right now in this case here. So I personally do think there are two scenarios that could be playing out for Bitcoin right now. Of course, one scenario is that Bitcoin is going to search for the liquidity, because this was a particularly fast drop-off here. And usually once you have these fast drop-offs here with these big wicks on the lower side, Bitcoin is going to search for the liquidity. Of course, if Bitcoin is going to go for a potential second leg down from off this point here, guys, I should definitely say to you guys out there, because I'm still in a long position, because still I will be anticipating higher highs in the coming months from now on. What I will be saying to you guys, if the market is going to move down from here on and we're going to search for this liquidity over here, what we will be most likely do here is on all the momentum indicators, on the RSI, on the MACD, etc., we're going to most likely form extreme bullish divergence. Currently as well on the MACD, on the 1 hour candles, we are forming this bullish crossover. So the trend of course has been basing towards the downside. But right now, I want to be seeing a further increasement up here. So if we're going to have another correction, we're most likely going to see such a kind of a structure like this here. And then we could be seeing, of course, a further continuation towards higher levels once again for Bitcoin. So that is going to be pretty crucial. But of course, a move down from off this point is, in my opinion, not going to be bad, because another significant leg down from off this point here will be only allowing me to open, let's say, new positions here on FEMX, let me say new positions here on Bybit. So that's going to be, of course, quite exciting what we could be doing. So if we're going to get that, of course, because yeah, I still got some US dollars here on my my FEMX account. I still got significant amounts of dollars here on my Bybit account here, and I will be for sure use these dollars to accumulate a bigger position along the way up here. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward towards what we could be getting. If the market is going to come down from here on, I will be for sure build up a new position as well. Yesterday, I did show you guys my FEMX trade. I did close it because my stop loss got hit here, and that's the reason why you do want to use stop losses here. And of course, still I made an approximately 0.046 Bitcoin, so it still made, let's say, $2,000 in profit. Of course, my trade was approximately 8,000 or 6,000 US dollars in profit, so still it is a particularly good profit that we did make here. But that's the reason why you do want to be using a stop loss on the market. So that's going to be quite important that you're going to do so right now here. So let's move further in towards the content here, and let's talk a little bit about the higher time frames for Bitcoin as well here. So if we're going to zoom in towards the 4 hour candles, I'm as well getting particularly exciting here, because yeah, unfortunately I was not paying my attention on the market at that point, and like you guys already know here, usually I don't really have these things here, so excuse me for not being really reacting at a very good pace here towards this market correction yesterday. I wish I could have been going live at that point, but unfortunately I was not capable of doing that yesterday. So yeah, that is pretty unfortunate. But what you can see over here is that we're going to look at the 4 hour candles for Bitcoin here. You can see here on Bybit, we saw this downwards over resistance line that we have been talking about several times here. This is a symmetrical triangle. You can see clearly we have been seeing a retest of this level. We have not seen a retest of this level. And then yesterday we did saw this major wick down here all the way back towards our previous resistance target that they flipped into support. So personally, this was a very strong accumulation zone that I would have been aiming for. And of course, if you've been accumulating in that range here, you were already up on approximately 4.8% here. So you have been doing a very particularly good job here if you have been buying that range up here. So yeah, that looks particularly good right now here. And we have been seeing a particularly solid bounce of that range as well. We have been as well several times on this channel. We have been going over a crucial 4 hour support range here. So that previous 4 hour support range that we have been talking about is basically this range around the 64k towards the 63.5k, and that's basically this previous resistance, previous support, resistance zone. And this was of course as well the levels that we have been talking about on the 1 hour candles. And so far you can clearly see right now here, well, the 1 hour candles is once again pushing up higher here, so that's of course looking particularly good here. But you can clearly see this is of course an important range of Bitcoin, and you can see so far it is holding up particularly well here, and it is supporting the market very strongly right now. And of course, you have to know one thing here for you guys that are maybe new towards the market, and maybe some people are saying we are going to fill the CME gap, and I will be talking about it in a second here. But for the people that are new to the market here, please don't get scared by these minor shakeouts, because we are trading at all-time highs, and we tend to get of course shakeouts in the market, because if we don't get shakeouts in the market, it is not good here, because the market has not to be moving up in one direction. It has to move up in waves. It has to move up like an ocean. It has to steadily wave up here. You don't want to be seeing a straight candle towards the upside, because if that happens, you tend to come down very quickly as well here. So yeah, this is healthy market structure, and once again, going to talk about the market structure. What are we currently experiencing? We are seeing a higher low getting formed, higher low getting formed, higher low getting formed, higher low getting formed. So is there anything changed fundamentally on is there anything changed here on the charts? In my opinion, no. The trend is your friend till it ends here. And for you guys out there yesterday, because yesterday we did got the question, right? So yesterday we got this question while we were live. Broker, should I open a long position? That was the question that we did got over here on this point. But right now, you should be rather asking me that question, because if you're going to ask me this question over here, you're too late, because the pump was already there. Right now, we have not seen the pump yet here, and the pump is still luring around the corner. Of course, is this the best buying opportunity? No, I would have been always said this retest over here, or just in general, the green box was a better buying opportunity. But of course, for sure, opening a long position over here is a way lower risk than doing it on the highs over there, on all-time highs. So please keep that in mind right now here. Let me see as well what you guys are saying. Bye Instagram, totally worth it. I mean, yeah, still we've got a few more days here in the week here, so definitely no reason to say bye yet here. I missed the top of my Elliott wave, so just wait. So as well, I mean, since we have been creating this uptrend, we have been not creating, I mean, we are right now, of course, if you're going to be approaching it like an Elliott wave structure, you could be approaching like here we formed the ABC correction, of course. We formed the ABC correction, and what usually follows after an ABC correction, so you can see A, B, C correction. This was the correction because we saw two impulsive legs down here. After an ABC correction, you tend to see an Elliott wave structure towards the upside. So here we saw the one leg, impulsive leg, second move down here, and then we see the second impulsive leg up here, move down here, and then we're most likely going to see the third impulsive leg up here. Of course, usually the third impulsive leg up here is going to be the most stealth one and the most significant one towards the upside. So let's see what we're going to have from here on. And personally, I do think that we still have more steam in the strength here, because we have been just creating 1, 2 legs up, and usually in this in such a trend of after an ABC correction, we tend to create 3 legs up here before then seeing a potential ABC correction once again, and then maybe start to trend up once again towards the upside. So yeah, usually you see such kind of a structure. So personally, I do still think there's going to be more in this trend here, and there's going to be more in this momentum wave that we're currently in here. So as well, you're asking me about micro pets, CMC trending. Will Moon over Doge Shiba? I mean, it already sounds like an S coin, to be honest. Micropets, I don't know what it is doing. Real quickly going to look at it before going back into Bitcoin. But I don't know exactly what it is doing. Maybe it's an NFT project. It's a Binance Smart Chain coin, so that's pretty interesting. Trading particularly low here. I don't know what this coin is doing, of course. I have to be looking in towards this. The side doesn't work, so that's already a bad thing here. The sides doesn't work, so I want to be seeing... Oh, wait, I have to... I mean, the side doesn't work, so that's already a bad thing here. I want to be seeing the side. Way too much circulating supply. I don't know what it is here. It's a meme coin, and I should be definitely be careful with meme coins. Yeah, they can give you good returns. Be careful with the meme coins. It's particularly low market capitalization. It's up 23%, but please be careful, be cautious with it right now here. So yeah, I don't like meme coins. So that's the point here. Are you going to make more Dutch videos? Yes, I will. Since I right now feel a little bit better once again, I will be starting to with my Dutch channel once again here, because I basically for 2 weeks in a row, I was very ill. But as soon as I feel a little bit better, because I still have like, I don't know how you call it in English. Let me quickly search this up here. I've got like a throat inflation. Inflammation, I don't know exactly, inflammation. So that is pretty annoying for me, because I have to talk all day here. So that is a real big problem. And some people are right now as well talking about, are we forming a bear flag? Are we forming a bear flag? That's a real big question. Yeah, some people could be approaching this like a bear flag. We could be approaching for sure some kind of a flag right now on the market. And this could be for sure well a further continuation down. This could be a continuation pattern, and this could be for sure result in another potential leg down from here on. And that's already the reason why I did warn you guys earlier today already about it, that Bitcoin could be for sure well go for this further leg down here. It could be well go for this further continuation down, because Bitcoin is most likely still going to search for the liquidity. But of course, there are 2 scenarios that we could be right now aim for. Either Bitcoin is going to search for the liquidity on the lower side, or either Bitcoin is going to go for a V-shaped recovery. So we are anticipating both scenarios. Personally, I'm still in my long position, and my strategy for this trade over here is, if Bitcoin is going to move further down towards the lows here, I will be adding more to my market, to my position, and I will be adding more on the 62.8k, guys, to be very clear. I will be adding exactly on the previous low over here. I will be adding more to my trade here, so I'm definitely looking forward towards it. So you're saying micropets.io works, but maybe blocked in your country. That's true. Maybe it's blocked in my country. Shout out from the Philippines, bro. Love you, TA. That's beautiful to hear. But guys, I do think if we're, let's say, going to get a bull flag breakdown here from up this point, we could be seeing the market reaching these levels around the 62.8k, and then I do think we could be starting to curve up once again here. So if we're going to be breaking down from up this point, I think Bitcoin is going to search for the liquidity. The liquidity will be found on the 62.8k as well. Let me quickly set up this Fibonacci from the swing high to swing low here. If we're going to be aiming for some targets where we could be potentially find some resistance on, it's going to be for sure be the 65.5k here ahead of us right now here. As well, you can clearly see 0.5 is holding up particularly well here, and of course 63.4k. Let's say if we're going to come down, I'm not saying that Bitcoin is necessarily going to come down from up here on and see further continuation down here, but if Bitcoin is going to come down, the 63.4k could be a very strong accumulation for a long position. Of course, if we're going to decrease further on, it's going to be the 61.9k, and as well, in the middle of that, I should be as well look to accumulate on this previous wick over here, because I personally think as soon as the liquidity has got found, we could be starting to curve up towards the upside once again on that point here. So keep that in consideration, of course. But right now as well, we're quickly going to look at this scenario that we were just talking about a moment ago, because what you can see over here, and we just talked about it already just a few minutes ago here, is that since Bitcoin, of course, previous resistance, like you can see, was found over here, flipped this level into support, and of course on the previous 1 hour candle close, we closed above it, and right now this level is flipping into support like you can see here. So we're creating a big wick on the lower side. So this could be as well really the turning point on this downtrend over here, since we right now broke above it once again. Bitcoin could be maybe showing us a lot of strength here in the coming hours and literally go for a V-shaped recovery, something like this, right? A V-shaped recovery, and Bitcoin could be curving up very quickly once again back towards the upside. So there are definitely two scenarios what we could be anticipate, and both scenarios that we are currently anticipating have, of course, major volatility. So there is either going to be major volatility today towards the upside or downside. Just wait for it right now here. But of course, I do think a bounce towards the upside would not be be so crazy, to be honest, after this significant correction. Of course, we could be looking at this trend line over here, 65.9k here as major resistance for Bitcoin ahead of us. That could be, of course, major level of resistance. Let me quickly, so we'll set this up on this level over here, and let me make this in 1x here. So if I go back to the 1 hour candles, yeah, the 65.8k could be as well very strong level of resistance here ahead of us. And I will be for sure keep my eyes wide open, of course, as soon as we're going to increase back towards the level, because this is 4 hour resistance, and 4 hour resistance is going to be a major resistance target that I will be for sure aim for. And guys, by the way, quickly want to be asking it's Instagram. But guys, by the way, if you haven't already, don't forget to smash up the like button right now. I see we're watching with 700 of you guys out there. Before getting further into the content, because I've got some more things prepared for you guys out there, make sure to smash up the like button. We'll be truly appreciated. And while Bitcoin is once again pumping and Bitcoin is moving up again, we'll be truly appreciated if you're going to smash up that like button right now on the channel here, so we can go over even more things, guys. I see we're only just smashed up 140 likes. Let's smash it up to 300 likes, guys. Could be an easy job here. And by the way, altcoins are moving up very quickly, and let me talk a little bit about these altcoins. So let's look first of all at the Chainlink price section, because Chainlink is of course a coin that we are extremely bullish on. And Chainlink yesterday saw a very significant breakout, but we create a big wick on the top side. Right now, of course, we're seeing a further continuation towards the upside getting generated from this point here. So Chainlink once again doing a very strong job here. And of course, yesterday it was not confirming. Rover, your head is invisible. You're fooling me around every single time. So so that's pretty crazy. So Chainlink, of course, moving up once again here. I have been already warning you guys for several days here. I mean, I've been doing some tweets here, right? I think Chainlink is going to be melting faces. I do think that Chainlink is going to be leaning the market massively, and you can see while we're talking about Chainlink, Bitcoin is moving up once again here. So this is of course lovely to see here. That I think the Chainlink is going to be absolutely go exponential. I think Chainlink can still reach the $100 this year. It's definitely a bullish target, but I definitely think it is definitely possible. I think bullish months are still ahead of us right now. So you can see it moved up. It got corrected. It saw an approximately 10% correct, 13%, 16% correction, but after the 16% correction, we right away moved up another 15% here. So yeah, Chainlink is doing a very good job here. Let's see what we could be doing from up this point here. I personally do believe the Chainlink could be showing us even more strength in the coming days ahead of us. So yeah, I'm very excited about Chainlink right now here as well. Cardano took a bigger hit, not recovering as strong as Chainlink is doing right now here. So that's of course a little bit unfortunate as well. Look at Ethereum, guys. We have been talking about Ethereum so many times. Yesterday I uploaded a video on my channel. And you just go to my channel, just make sure to hit that subscribe button right now here, guys, because yesterday I uploaded to channel a video on my channel. That's what I was about to, what I was basically saying. And basically what I still said to you guys out there is that what I want to be seeing here, and you can see it right now as well, the same chart in front of your screen right now here, is that I want to be seeing Ethereum going back towards the lower ranges of this side here, as soon as Ethereum is going to become back towards the lower ranges of this parallel channel towards the upside. We are going to be starting to accumulate more Ethereum positions. So yeah, if you did benefit from this Ethereum correction that we did got generated yesterday in the market, and you did accumulate it in position on Ethereum, you are doing a very strong job here, because yeah, you will be able to of course accumulate some cheap Ethereum. Of course, since that point you would have been up already at least 4.4% here, and of course if you're taking a trade on Bybit, you would have been of course making very significant gains here. So yeah, definitely make sure to check out Bybit right now in the link description. Definitely make sure to smash up the like button right now, because yeah, it is once again showing us a lot of strength right now on the market. So yeah, looking forward towards where it is heading towards. That Ethereum is holding up particularly strong right now here. It is just doing a very solid job on the imminent short term here. So yeah, like I as well told you guys about it, what I want to be seeing if Ethereum is going, what I want to be seeing here, if I want to be calling Ethereum going parabolic, I want to be seeing Ethereum breaking above this this red box of resistance. As soon as we're breaking above this level, Ethereum could be starting to create, of course, a beautiful trend towards the upside. Ethereum could be creating, of course, a beautiful parabolic trend, because right now it's moving up in a steady pace here. But as soon as it's going to be clearly above the top side of resistance, it could be in for a parabolic trend here. It could be in for a parabolic run up towards the upside, and we could be in for exponential price surges on the price action of Ethereum. So yeah, that is for sure a thing that I do look forward towards right now here on the Ethereum price action. So yeah, what we currently can see as well here is that the Ethereum market here on the 1 hour candles here is looking particularly interesting here. What you can see currently is that yeah, Ethereum is doing a very strong recovery, because basically from its all-time high here, Ethereum is only 2.7% away from it. And if we're going to look at Bitcoin, it is right now still approximately 5% away from its all-time high. So yeah, Ethereum is doing a way more significant better job than Bitcoin. So yeah, let's see what we could get here. And usually what I do know here, if these altcoins are performing better than Bitcoin on those recoveries, usually Bitcoin tends to go for a second leg down here. So that is of course a thing that I do see several times in the market playing out here. If the altcoins are recovering quicker than Bitcoin, Bitcoin usually tends to go for another leg down here, and that is the leg that the altcoins are going to suffer. So let's see how it's going to be playing out here. Hopefully Bitcoin is going to recover back up here. If Bitcoin is going to recover all the way back up here, it means that the altcoins are going to be seeing exponential price surges. So yeah, curious on how it's going to be playing out right now here. But of course, I do know from history, and I do know from previous price action, as once Bitcoin has a drop off, altcoins recover very quickly on the minor Bitcoin recovery. It usually shows me a signal that that Bitcoin could be maybe potentially go for another leg down here, because at the end of the day, it's going to be down to Bitcoin on how much strength it has. Bybit is lagging on my MacBook. I mean, I definitely don't have that on my Bybit account. So give me a very quick second here. So, excuse me. We're back again. So, yeah, I mean, Bitcoin is right now moving up particularly good here. Alt season has begun. I mean, I would definitely love to see alt season really be here. If we're quickly going to look at the Bitcoin dominance here, what are we seeing here? So Bitcoin dominance has been bouncing back ever so slightly. Of course, this chart, it takes some time till it's going to be developing, right? So stage 2 Ethereum takeover. I mean, it could be definitely happening. It could be definitely happening. Ethereum takeover is going to become closer and closer. And guys, let me know in the chat. Do you think in 2022 Ethereum can be taking over Bitcoin? Let me know in the chat. Do you think that Ethereum can be taking over the #1 spot in terms of market capitalization on Bitcoin? Let me know in the chat right now here. Let me know in the chat. I'm very curious what you guys think here. I personally think yes. I think it's going to be possible. I think it's going to be possible. But you can clearly see right now, pretty crazy what we do have right here. Um, let me see. You're always ill, bro. No, I mean for let's say the last 10 days I've been a little bit ill. But yeah, that's because I got like 3 fevers in a row. So that's just unfortunate, and as well a lot of stuff happened basically in the last one and a half week here, and basically my whole family and all my friends are already sick for 2 weeks here. It's just something that is right in the Netherlands. It's just everyone's getting a cold, you know. It's pretty crazy. Maybe next cycle, 100% yes. I see yes. More yes. Bitcoin is gold. I mean, Bitcoin is indeed gold here. Let's see what we're going to do. Ethereum over Bitcoin. Yeah, let's see what's going to happen here. Maybe in 5 or 10 years. I mean, for sure. I do think that in the longer term it's going to do so. But of course, one of these many reasons why I do think Ethereum can eventually overtake Bitcoin is because Ethereum will become deflationary and Bitcoin will be still having inflation. So, yeah, it is just a good thing to keep your eyes out on. It's just a good thing to pay attention towards right now. Here, past 24 hours, we saw a 15k Ethereum burn. That's pretty crazy, of course, pretty cray. Past 5 minutes, we saw 41 Ethereums getting burned. So, yeah, it's just crazy. And as soon as the merge comes out here, it's going to become deflationary. And of course, that will be making me just so excited about what we're going to have here in the market. And yeah, so far, guys, we already saw an 843,000 Ethereums getting burned. And we're closing in towards the 1 million. And of course, if we're going to look at it, what we do, let's say in a month, we did like 333k. So in approximately 3 weeks from now on, we already burned 1 million Ethereum. So that's pretty crazy. 1 million Ethereums got burned here. And of course, if we're going to look to CMC here in general, you can see 1 million Ethereums is basically, of course, approximately 0.8% of the total supply. So yeah, we see a lot of Ethereums getting burned right nowadays. So that's of course just so exciting to see here. Just so exciting to see here. So a lot of questions about the CME gap still occurs right now on the market. What I'm going to talk about is, yeah, we do still have a CME gap here for Bitcoin. That's of course an effect that we currently can talk about here on the market. What you can see here is that we have the CME gap over here. Do the CME gaps always? Of course, I do talk quite a lot of CME gaps on my channel, right? So, you know what? I do like to anticipate CME gap fills, etc. Because 8 out of the 10 times, 9 out of the 10 times, CME gaps tend to get filled here. But what I do know here is that, yeah, 8 out of the 10 times is not 10 out of the 10 times. So, yeah, it's a very good strategy to use here to determine where the market is heading towards. But of course, they don't always tend to get filled here. So, yeah, we still currently, of course, if you're going to look at CME gaps, we still currently have one on the 30k. We still have one on 23k. We still have one on 9.8k here, guys. So looking back on this one over here, I mean, I still told you guys the story several times already. We pumped up over here. My friend was waiting for the CME gap here to get filled. Of course, it is not filled yet here. Then we were coming down here. We came all the way down, and he said, "Oh yes, Bitcoin is coming down here." We were trading on 9.8k, and he said to me, "No, I'm waiting for a 9.7k Bitcoin because the CME the CME gap is over there." And then, of course, the market increased all the way back to 10k, and he said, "No, I'm not going to buy Bitcoin." And he never bought Bitcoin earlier than 40k, and that is the reason why you better can be just buy Bitcoin for maybe $100 or $200 it's more expensive, and he still made, of course, an approximately 6 or 7x out of it. If he bought it on this range over here. So yeah, he does feel terrible right now. He wish he did bought his Bitcoin on this current point of recording, on this point here over here. And right now, currently, he's talking about, yeah, should I be buying more Bitcoin right now here? So, moral of the story, just don't wait too long with buying Bitcoin, because you are going to get wrecked if you're going to wait too long with buying Bitcoin. But I mean, yeah, CME gaps tend to get filled, but don't always have to be getting filled. That's, of course, the very big point of the story here. CME gaps, of course, tend to get filled, but don't necessarily have to be getting filled like always. So, of course, most likely the one will be still getting filled here, but I don't really seeing it happening right now on this drop off over here, that we have to go down for the CME gap. That's definitely not my reason what I do anticipate right now here. Yeah, we excuse me, but yeah, there's definitely no reason that we right now have to come down to fill this gap here. But yeah, there's going to be always a possibility that we're going to come down to fill the gap here. But guys, by the way, here as well, Bitwise bullish on the pure Bitcoin ETF after dropping the futures listing. So Bitwise is basically another ETF for Bitcoin that's going to come towards us. They are focusing on a spot Bitcoin ETF here currently, so that's of course pretty exciting here. Ultimately, what many investors want here is a Bitcoin spot ETF. We think that is possible. So Bitwise will continue pursue that goal. And we'll look after other ways, helping investors getting access to incredible opportunities in crypto. So that's of course a very beautiful thing to see here. As well as some other news here. Elon Musk offloads 1.1 billion US dollars in Tesla stock here. So of course that's pretty crazy. He sold 10% of his Tesla shares here. Of course, if we do look to Tesla right now here, we do know that Tesla took a particularly big hit here while he sold it. You can see over here Tesla was trading on 1200 points and it moved down 14%. Wait, move even now more. It moved down 20% of its share value because, yeah, Elon Musk was basically, once again, fooling around here. Of course, he doesn't care about his Tesla stock here, but yeah, pretty crazy that he did sold 10% of his stock over there. And of course, 3.5 million votes were there and 57% was saying yes. So that was pretty crazy that we did saw that. What was he saying? In response of the poll, he noted, "I do not take any cash salary or bonus away. I only have stock. For me to pay my taxes personally is to sell the stock." So yeah, that's pretty good. But yeah, that of course maybe has as well a bad influence on the Bitcoin market here, and that's the reason why we do see this news coming around here, and that's maybe also the reason why we do see a potential minor correction here as well. Bitcoin miners looking forward, looking towards nuclear power, sustainable energy. Several major players that say nuclear energy might be the best choice for the Bitcoin miners here. So that's pretty crazy if we are going to get nuclear energy in towards yeah, the Bitcoin miners, that they are going to use nuclear energy to mine their Bitcoin. That's going to be pretty crazy here. So major players in the Bitcoin mining industry, they have their sights set on nuclear energy as pressure to mine to the green. Because yeah, nuclear energy is completely green energy because they are not the only stuff that they're leaving behind is of course the nuclear power cells. But besides that, there are not, of course, any carbon that is going in the air. So that's, of course, a good part about nuclear energy. And personally, myself, I do like nuclear energy as well here. Because with the nowadays technology, we are very efficient with making nuclear energy, basically. So nuclear energy could present tremendous opportunities to introduce enormous amounts of clean, carbon-free energy. And that's, of course, going to be a good thing here, because in the end of the day, what we do want in the world here is to have clean, carbon-free energy. So yeah, it's definitely very exciting that they are looking in towards this right now here. And as well, the growth rate is largely focused on around solar and wind right now here. And that is just the reality of the programs that have been rolling out in the last 8 to 10 years here. But what we would love to see is an expansion of nuclear power, he said. So that's of course pretty interesting. And personally, I do think there is big opportunities with nuclear energy right now here in the market. So yeah, I am personally looking forward towards it, what we could be having from up that point here as well. Last thing what we want to be talking about here is, did the conflict reports about Evergrande default cause Bitcoin to tank here? So fears about the stock market and Tether's reverse also have led to believe Bitcoin could be in trouble. And let me know here, do you think that the stock market and Tether's reserves are going to be bringing Bitcoin in danger? I personally think maybe in the immediate short term, but in the longer term, it doesn't really matter. And of course, Tether, you know, so many people are afraid about Tether, right? So a lot of people are afraid about Tether, but you probably don't know exactly. If you say, oh, Tether's just printing money and they are not backing anything, it's not true, because Tether is becoming more and more transparent. They're showing more and more, of course, insight that they're completely backing this by US dollars. And you know what? They have huge, you know how they are doing it? They are having huge loans on Chinese banks to cover these funds here. So they have huge loans. And they are almost, let's say, 80% backing it, if I say correctly. And of course, if everyone is willing to sell their tethers for US dollars, it's going to be bad, of course, because then they will be in big problems. But they are becoming more and more transparent, and they're, of course, in the end of the day, becoming 100% backed here. But of course, we're seeing more and more stablecoins rolling out here, like the USD coin that is completely transparent, and they have, of course, completely backed by the. They are, of course, completely backed by the US dollar. They are as well 100% transparent, so that's, of course, a good thing. But yeah, Tether is not going to be the biggest issue for me anymore, because they are becoming more and more yeah, more and more transparent to governments, etc. So yeah, pretty exciting what we currently are having here. But yeah, the Evergrande, it's a little bit weird here because that scenario is as well. I mean, it was about to crash the stock market, and of course, if we're looking to some other things, like let's look at the S&P 500. Let me look at the S&P 500. I want to be looking at this chart. This is my most favorite chart. So the S&P 500 is once again trading at optimized, and everyone as well. Let's say 40% on the channel was saying, "Oh, we're going to go in a stock market crash. Bitcoin is going to zero because of the stock market crash." And you know, if everyone is going to say, "Yeah, the stock market is about to crash here, the stock market is going to zero," is not going to happen. And then once everyone say there's going to be a market crash, there's not going to be a market crash. But once every investor is there, and once everyone is extremely bullish, there's going to be a market crash. There's not going to be a market crash if everyone is going to say it. That's of course the point. That's of course the whole point about markets. That's not how they work. There's not going to be a market crash if all the investors are going to say there's a market crash, because then all the dumb money is already out of the market. And what happens with market crashes, and of course with flash crashes, is that all the dumb investors are there and they're selling on the lows. And of course, if the dumb investor is going to already sell the highs, it is not a market crash here. Because yeah, I say dumb investor, but in the end of the day, the retailers are always the they are always basically the dumb investor in the stock market world here. So please play with the smart money. Play with what the smart money does here. Buy the fear, sell the greed. And of course with Bitcoin it's the same. We are in pretty big greed stages. So yeah, it's definitely time to be a little bit more cautious right now. So that's of course for sure a thing that you should be saying over here. Stock market down, Bitcoin up. I mean, that's in the end of the day what we are going to see eventually. Stock market is going to be down, Bitcoin is going to be up. And you know what I do believe here? Because personally, some people are saying the stock market is going to crash and Bitcoin will be going as well down with it. I personally think, yes, if there's going to be a big Great Depression or whatsoever, and let's say we're going to see something like this playing out, Bitcoin is going to take a major hit here. But I do think that Bitcoin, while the stock market is increasing like this here, Bitcoin is already increasing like this here, right? So Bitcoin is going to increase in a very rapid pace here towards the upside. And while the stock market is correcting very slowly back higher, Bitcoin is already trading at optimized once again. That is how I personally think how it is going to go here, because Bitcoin is just generally going to just recover quicker. And that's my whole prediction. Yeah, Bitcoin is going to suffer with it in the short term, but at the end of the day, Bitcoin is going to be the asset that's going to recover the quickest, just like it did here in the March crash here. Bitcoin was one of these assets that recovered the quickest of all of them. So yeah, that's pretty crazy that we did saw that. Are you opening use dollar coin got a partnership with XLM and MoneyGram? That's pretty crazy. Are you opening any Ethereum trades? If I would have been opening an Ethereum trade, I should have already done it yesterday. Of course, on this drop off over here on the lower side, I want to be opening a trade on Ethereum, but for me to open a trade on Ethereum, I will be trying to open it on the support line on the lower side. Of course, guys, if you do want to be trading as well in the market, the opportunities are right now here for sure, and I will be going over a Bitcoin opportunity in a second here, because yeah, there's still a pretty good opportunity here in the Bitcoin market. And as well, someone is asking me, when will the Tabroot update be here? I will be just talking about it in a second here. But yeah, if you want to be trading Bitcoin as well, don't forget to sign up with Bybit here in the link description. You will be finding a link here in the description to be able to sign up here with Bybit, create an account, and it's going to be very valuable here because yeah, you will be able to trade the market. Someone is asking me right now, Dan, when will be the Tabroot upgrade? So the Tabroot upgrade is basically a software update on Bitcoin, what will be upgrading the scalability to Bitcoin, and when will be happening? It will be happening on block number. Let me quickly search this because it will be mid-November. I will be quickly searching up the block number here. Let me just search it on the Explorer. Only 4 days away. So this is what we see here. It's only 4 days away. So it's on block number. I don't know exactly which block number it was here, but yeah, the block number is approximately going to get mined here halfway on November. So yeah, we just saw 4 days right now. So we're right now 4 days away for the Tabroot upgrade. And guys, what you can currently see in front of your screen right now here is that all the updates, the Tabroot timeline here, what basically happened for this update here. So the activation will be on 16th of November. So that's 5 days basically, but probably it will be in the 15th because there are more and more transactions. Because if there are more transactions, the block speed as well speeds up here, and we are getting this update earlier. But yeah, it's definitely very exciting, the development that we did solve for this project right here. And of course a lot of been in the pipeline here, and finally it's coming through here in just a moment from now on. So yeah, it's looking good here, it's looking good. And in November 16 it will be getting activated. So yeah, looking forward towards it. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy that what we got over there. Yeah, it's right now only 4 days away here, so I'm pretty excited about what we are going to get for that one. And the layer 2 expansion for Bitcoin, so that's always a good thing to see here. The Bitcoin network yeah, increasing further on here. So will Crypto.com ever be on Bybit? You know what? I know why. For everyone who don't know it already here, so quickly tell me a story about. I will quickly tell you a story about Crypto.com here. You know why Crypto.com is not on Binance? You know why Crypto.com is not on Bybit? Because you know what? If a coin is getting listed on Binance futures, it's getting manipulated very hard here. And Crypto.com don't want to be getting manipulated by their competitors, because Binance is basically the competitor. And why should you launch on Binance? So the Binance team can short your coin massively, while the price will be dropping off massively, of course, because yeah, you could be literally crash the coin here from Binance. And of course, if the Crypto.com name wants to suffer, they want what Binance wants here is, of course, having its less competitors. And Binance then wants to see Crypto.com going to zero, because if that happens, it will be meaning that people will be losing their faith in Crypto.com, and it will be having a very positive effect on Binance. So that's the reason why they're not listed on Binance, because otherwise Binance Exchange will be manipulate the coin, so it will be going lower. And that's the reason why they're not listed on Binance and why they're not listed on Bybit, and why I do think that Crypto.com coin is never going to get listed on these exchanges. Maybe it's going to get listed, but you can't leverage trade it. So maybe you can only buy spot here, but don't leverage trade it. Don't leverage trade it. So yeah, that is what's going to be playing out for Crypto.com, and that's what they are doing here. So yeah, pretty cool. What about the plan B target 98k for November? I mean, yeah, we still have so many days in November, so there's definitely no reason to be afraid for that one right now, because yeah, we're still have a lot of days left in November. So if I go to the daily time frame, you can see here on Bitcoin, I mean, over here we saw a 35% surge in just a matter of 6 days here. So a 35% surge in a matter of 6 days is going to bring us all the way back towards 88k here. We can literally see it. End of the week, beginning of next week, we can be sitting around 88k. That's how fast Bitcoin can grow here. So what about the plan B target? I don't know. I mean, I've been bullish for November. I'm still bullish for November. Nothing really happened yet here. Big bullishness still yet to come. But yeah, I'm not worried at all. I'm not worried at all. And I do know that like 10k candles a day could be coming anytime soon here. And of course, the biggest daily candle we've ever seen here is, I think, this candle over here, in terms of not percentages, but in terms of how much money flew in. So here we saw an 8.7k increasement. If we're going to see an 8.7k increasement in just a matter of one candle, from here on, yeah, it's going to be a crazy candle. It's going to be bringing Bitcoin all the way back up to approximately 74k here. So that's crazy. So yeah, just be prepared for these things here. I mean, there only has to be one announcement by one big company, and Bitcoin is pumping. And you know what? For you guys that don't know already, in November, all the companies have to be showing their balance sheets here if they're holding Bitcoin. So maybe there's going to be one big company that just announced they bought, that they have to declare that they bought Bitcoin, and that is going to be having a hell of a positive effect on the market. So guys, don't forget to check that out here. By the way, if you haven't already, don't forget to smash with the like button. We're right now only 20 likes away before smashing up to 300 likes, guys. So make sure to do so, and give me a second in the meantime. So yeah, just don't be afraid here. I think there's still very good weeks ahead of us. And of course, you know what? Some people think like, oh, I'm going to sell my bitcoins right here, so I can be buying a Lamborghini, you know. So I don't care, because you just have to wait till the day is there that you don't have to sell it for dollars anymore, and that you can use your Bitcoin to buy stuff, you know. So Bitcoin is not, you should not be really measuring your Bitcoins against dollars, in my opinion. You should measure on how much Bitcoin you got, and the end goal for Bitcoin is to accumulate the most amount of Bitcoin. So with every single that's a lie. You can leverage Crypto.com. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't leverage Crypto.com, but you can leverage Crypto.com not on Binance. You can leverage Crypto.com on FTX, I think, and you can do it on Crypto.com exchange, Crypto.com.exchange. So I'm not saying that you can't leverage it. I say only that you can't leverage it on Binance and Bybit currently, and they will be most likely getting. They will be very careful with that as well. So when 70k, it's just a matter of time, man. Morgen zijn we weer. That's very nice to know, man, Robin. Hopefully you're having an amazing day here. Hopefully, for everyone who just tuned in here, hopefully you have an amazing day. For everyone who's already here, hopefully having an amazing day here as well. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. So yeah, Bitcoin so far not doing anything very special, to be honest. Let me quickly check up on XRP here, because a lot of requests for XRP rolling in here. So yeah, XRP taking a particularly big hit here. Wicking average is slightly on the top side, so that's pretty exciting what we're currently experiencing. So yeah, you can see right now trading, also trading on support, and it clearly did bounce from support. So yeah, if you were accumulating XRP on our support line, you have been doing a very strong job here. You can see clear 5% bounce towards the upside was getting generated from this point here. So that's of course looking particularly good right here. Yeah, very strong bounce that we got created over there. Let's see how further we could be continuing from here on up. So you can see here resistance, 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 flipped into support over here. So looking particularly good here. I definitely can't wait to see where we could be heading towards. So Rover, please check Leques Finance Coin, new DeFi gem here. Gee, let me see. Leques. It's not on Coin Market Cap, man. It's not on Coin Market Cap. LEC. It's not Coin Market Cap, man. So if it's not Coin Market Cap, I don't know, bro. So I can't check it for you, because otherwise it's too low of a market cap. And if it's too low of a market cap, I will not discuss it, because yeah, too low market cap are usually pump and dumps there. No, I'm not saying everything, but the risk is definitely certainly higher. And if it's already not a Coin Market Cap, it's maybe a thing that I should not be looking at. So excuse me, I can't look at it. So some people are saying bullish divergence on the 4-hour candle. So let me quickly check on the divergence that we're currently creating. So yeah, what we are seeing right now here is that we are indeed creating one, to be honest. So let me go to a clear chart here. Let me go to this chart over here, and let me go to a clear chart like this. So what we are essentially seeing right on the market here is that the market has been forming a clear high low on the RSI. So what you can clearly see right here is that the RSI has been forming a higher low on the RSI. And what we are doing, so we, sorry, excuse me, I said it incorrectly. We have been forming a lower low compared to this low over here on the RSI. So like you can see over here, while we have been forming a lower low on the RSI since of this low that we got created over here, we're forming a higher low in the market. And of course, this higher low in the market is currently forming a hidden bullish divergence. So if you don't know already how a hidden bullish divergence looks like, it does look like this here. You're forming a lower low in the market, lower low in the RSI, higher low in the market. This is of course a typical hidden bullish divergence, what could be having a positive effect on the market, what could be leading towards a further increase towards higher targets on the market as well here. So yeah, that's looking particularly good right now here on the exact time of recording. So definitely looking forward towards where we could be heading towards from this point. But yeah, like I just told everyone before already, it just doesn't look all too bad right now here, to be very honest. So let me as well check this up here. So Bitcoin is right now one minute away before closing its 1-hour candle here. So let's see on how this 1-hour candle is going to close, guys. It's going to close in the green or red. Let me know in the chat what you guys currently think of it. It looks a bit it's going to close into the green, so that's of course particularly solid here. It is trading above this horizontal level support, so this of course as well a good signal that we are currently getting in the market. And of course in 36 seconds we're going to close it, and then we're also of course only 2 hours away before closing its our 4-hour candle. Because of you, I knew what a hidden the bullish divergence was. Thank you. No problem. Of course, for everyone who didn't know already, just make a quick screenshot of this because, yeah, here you can see how you can read a divergence, a hidden bullish or a hidden bearish, a regular bullish or regular bearish. It is definitely very valuable because, like my strategy is saying on YouTube, sorry, not on YouTube, but like my strategy is here on trading divergence is one of the most critical parts that there is here, because trading momentum is the best strategy that there currently is here. So yeah, we closed in the green, guys. You were very, very close, because it was red for a very, very short second here. Spinning top, indeed. So yeah, let's see where. Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily spinning top, because yeah, it's not really necessarily spinning top. I mean, it could be well go for a further continuation from here on. But yeah, looks particularly good here, to be honest. Yeah, let's see where we could be heading towards from this point. Oh yeah, and you know what the good part about it, because I already said this to you guys earlier today here, is that this drop off here signified a lot of shaked out a lot of people that are willing to sell in the market. And of course, there are right now less and less sellers in the market. And the less sellers are in the market, the easier it's going to be for Bitcoin to increase further on towards highs. So yeah, pretty cool. Let me see what the chat's saying. What is with the Ethereum update? What and when will it happen? I mean, the Ethereum update, for you guys out there that don't know it, the next update for Ethereum is going to be the merge. It will be around. It will be getting implemented around Q1 2022, and that update will be basically remove the proof of work, so you can't mine Ethereum anymore. So the update will be basically mean that you can't mine your Ethereums anymore. So everyone who does got like this helium miner or whatsoever, this reason why I should not do it, you can't mine Ethereum anymore, because it will be going fully proof of stake. So I'm already staking a lot of my my Ethereums. I am staking already a lot of my Ethereums. So yeah, that's definitely very nice thing here to do here, in my opinion. But yeah, you should definitely have a look at it to stake your Ethereums as well. I mean, the rewards are not necessarily so high, but I mean, it's better than keeping your Ethereums just on your wallet. Just stake your Ethereums, and you can do it through your ledger as well. So if you're using a Nano Ledger X, you can do it inside of your ledger. You can just stake it through your ledger. So I'm just gaining very good passive income by just staking my Ethereums. I mean, why should you not stake it, right? So it's definitely very valuable to do so, and it's just gaining extra gains, you know. How old are you? I'm 20 years old. Can you check the liquidations and lending funding rates here? Let me go to Bybit for a second, and let me quickly check on the future market data. So yeah, if we're going to look at the liquidation, yesterday we did saw a particularly big liquidation in terms of longs here. We saw an approximately 70 million liquidation around the corner. Open interest was shaked out by an approximately 1 billion, 1.5 billion of an open interest. Yeah, left the market. If we're going to talk about funding rates, they are particularly low right now, so that's of course going to give us a very good signal that we could be accumulating certain positions. Let me go to this here. Let me quickly go to the liquidation on this side. So yeah, what you can see here in the past 24 hours in total market cap, so as well with all the altcoins. Yeah, we did saw 200 million Bitcoin long with liquidation. Not long, but in general, shorts and longs. 100 million in Ethereums, 37 million in Polkadot, and so on and so on. So that's of course pretty unfortunate to see. So the most amount of liquidations were of course all on Binance and FTX, and then 13% on Bybit, and of course 70% of the liquidation were shorts. So that is pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Oh, currently they are short. That's crazy. Sorry, excuse me. So yeah, that's pretty cool to see here. Total liquidation of course was coming right to 510 million US dollars on the shaker that we did got yesterday. So let me quickly as well check on the data and then the funding rates, of course, because yeah, funding rates are important to look at to determine if you're in good positions right now. So predicted funding rates on Bybit is going to be 0.1 here, so that's of course particularly low since where we have been trading on previously. Yobi is 0.613. That's way higher. Of course, on the Ethereum, the funding rates on OKX are particularly high. On the Yobi as well, particularly high. Basically, if you want to be trading Ethereum, I should suggest using Bybit, because Bybit currently has one of the lowest funding rates here for Ethereum. So that's particularly good here. Of course, if we're going to look at these different coins here, like Litecoin, getting traded particularly a lot here on different exchanges. I should trade on OKX here, because OKX has a minus funding rate, so you're getting paid in a position. This is of course a very good thing to see here. So yeah, looking forward towards how this is going to be playing like as well. Minus 3%, that's crazy. I don't know how it is with the OMG. Sorry, my fault. On CMC it's called LEC. Oh, that's why. That's why. So yeah, it's looking good. I will be checking it out in a second, my man. Kevin, excuse me. But yeah, thank you for your heads up at least there. So yeah, funding rates are looking particularly healthy. Nothing to really be worried about. It's not looking bad. It's not looking overly leveraged. It's just looking very neutral. So yeah, this coin, it's run up pretty quickly. It did an approximately 4x here just in a matter of a few months from here on. So yeah, it's of course already around for quite a while here. Oh no, it's not around for quite a while. It is around for only a month here, and it already did in 10x approximately from the lows over here, like you can see. So yeah, doing a particularly good job here. So it's only traded on PancakeSwap and ApeSwap right now. So that's of course particularly interesting. It's trading on P3000. I don't know. Diluted market cap for almost $500 million. So that's pretty good. Don't know exactly what the project is doing, so for me it's very important to know what it is doing here. Earn interest on your just earning interest on your bitcoins. That's of course a good thing here. Earning interest is very, very important. Yeah, what I always should say, I mean the IPRs are pretty good here if you're a Titan. So yeah, looks interesting. Yeah, I have to do more research on the project here, but yeah, looks quite interesting to be honest, because yeah, I like earning APRs. So yeah, it could be for sure well go further on. And yeah, for me it looks like a solid project here. I don't know exactly everything about it yet there, but yeah, looks good. Looks very good, man. As well, let me see. It's only on 7,000 watch lists, so it's not a very big project yet here. Community probably not so big here, so that's of course a point where you should start to get cautious. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I got noticed on Bybit that you can send you can soon earn 100% APY. Are you informed of that? I mean, what did you know with Bybit is that like these launch pads are crazy, guys. With Bybit, guys, I mean, people think like Bybit is only leverage trading or whatsoever. No, Bybit is not only leverage trading, guys. So for everyone who doesn't got a Bybit account yet here, make sure to sign up right now here, because first of all, you're going to get this deposit bonus, but second of all, Bybit is introducing so many things here. So first of all, you can be participating in stake to earn. You can be staking your coins to get into pre-sales, and that's of course extremely valuable. Pre-sales are making you a bunch of monies. You can easily get a 10x out of it. As well, DeFi mining, they will be like you can see, you can earn 20 or 13% APYs here for only 7 days staking or 21 days staking here. So that is pretty crazy what you're getting over here. As well, cloud mining, look at this hash rate. Cloud mining is all sold out already. So cloud mining is of course particularly hyped here, and you get like these 440% returns here, so that's pretty cool here. But of course your hash rate has to be 300 mAh. So flexible staking as well. Of course, if you want to be flexible stake your USDT, like 111% annual returns here. So they're offering pretty high returns right now for all these those staking rewards, etc. So I mean, Bybit is more than all these things here, but Bybit takes it to the central stage here. They will be really big into the DeFi sector, etc. So yeah, sign up with Bybit here if you want to be staking. Just do your own research a little bit on it here, and as well the launchpad, because Bybit is currently making a launch pad here as well. So there will be a lot of projects getting launched on Bybit. So that's pretty crazy, right? So yeah, BitDAO is their token. I mean, I'm holding a little bit of it. This BitDAO token is as well going particularly hard because yeah, you need this token to to be able to come into their launch pads, etc. So yeah, BitDAO is doing very well here. You can see it climbed up all the way from $1.70 already towards $3. So yeah, BitDAO is doing a good job, and I wouldn't be surprised if BitDAO is only going to increase further on. And let me quickly check on this coin here. BitDAO, is it going to be... Yeah, it's 1.7 billion market cap already. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to trade around, let's say, 10 or 20 or 30. So it can easily do still 30x from here on, in my opinion. BitDAO, it's a big coin from a big exchange, and I wouldn't be surprised to just see way further continuations for this project. And it's looking good. It's looking good as well. You can trade this as well. And yeah, I'm just excited what we could be having. I'm just excited what we could be having from here on. And I'm looking forward towards it. I'm looking forward towards what we could be generating as well with this project. So yeah, Bybit is becoming pretty big right now here with all the things that they're offering. So yeah, if you haven't already got an account on Bybit, don't forget to sign up right away with the link in the description. It will be truly valuable if you're going to do so. So yeah, and you will be, of course, getting this very significant deposit bonus. So that's, of course, as well very beneficial if you do have this deposit bonus. And you will be only getting it if you sign up through my link in the description. So yeah, definitely cool if you are going to check that out. Let me see. FedMax funding rate 0.0. Oh, the FedMax, the funding rates are way higher. Let me quickly check it. I have not checked the funding rates on FedMax yet here. But yeah, indeed, the funding rates on FedMax. Let me see where they say it. I think over here. Yeah, funding rates are way higher indeed. So predicted funding rate is going to be way lower once again. But yeah, funding rates are way higher on FedMax right now than Bybit. So yeah, if you're going to trade Bitcoin, I should rather suggest trading on Bybit right now here. But sometimes it's good. I mean, I use as well FedMax and Bybit both, right? So sometimes it's better to trade on FedMax. Sometimes it's better to trade on Bybit, and I just do both of these things here at the same time, because yeah, sometimes I have several trades open, sometimes I only take it on one exchange here, but yeah, it's definitely very valuable to have accounts on both of them. So yeah, if you haven't already as well have an account on FedMax, don't forget to sign up in the link in the description as well. They will be offering you as well very strong deposit bonus if you're going to sign up from my link in the description, so definitely make sure to check that out as well. And FedMax as well is a particularly big spot exchange there. So if you want to be just spot buy a lot of cryptos, you could be for sure do so as well over here. So yeah, pretty cool here, because if you go to the homepage, you can see either contract or spot, and you can see how much coins they're offering. It is crazy. They're offering more and more coins here. Of course, Bybit does offer more coins right now here, but FedMax still is a very, very good platform to look at it, of course. So yeah, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy what we do get that for that, of course. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, I got flagged for FedMax. Hey Rover, good evening from Australia. Can you check CFG or EVT? Let me check one of these first. A very energy web token. So I don't know really a lot about this project, but I see more and more people talking about it. So let me look into it. It's listed on KuCoin, so it's nice. So yeah, what you can see here is that it is forming a pretty crazy downward slope resist line of course over here. So let me extend this level from the highs to the lows, and you can clearly see, yeah, downward slope resist line is getting formed here. Upper sloping support line. I mean, yeah, we could have been approaching it like this, and we already have seen a breakdown. The personally right now, I will be definitely approaching this down slope resist line as a critical level to break. If we are not going to be able to break this resist line here, we are going to for sure well see further continuations towards lower targets here. Yeah, what you can see as well here is that this downward slope resist line from the highs here, like you can see here, resistance getting found there, support on this range as well getting found several times there. For energy web token here right now here, and retracement back towards the green box will be allowing you to open a very strong position here on the market. So yeah, if you're looking forward towards accumulating a position on this project here, I should definitely look to levels around the green box here. This, of course, levels around the $8. If we're going to come down towards $8, yeah, you could be starting to accumulate again. And of course, if we're going to close in towards the resistance line, you want to be seeing a breakthrough. And of course, as soon if we're seeing a breakthrough, yeah, we could be really anticipate higher price surge. But for me, right now, what I can clearly see is that this is the downward sloping trend here that we have to be breaking. And as soon as we do break this downward sloping trend over here, yeah, we could be in for further continuations towards higher targets, and we could be in for further continuations towards new all-time highs potentially. So yeah, looking particularly good here. If we're going to look at the momentum on the daily time frame, looks particularly healthy, nothing very special playing out, to be very honest. If we're going to look at the MACD as well, yeah, neutral markets is looking like a healthy market right now here. Nothing special, nothing bearish, no bullish stuff playing out right here. Neutral market is here right now here. So yeah, let's wait and see how it's going to be playing out. Maybe we could be approaching an upward sloping support line from the lows over here, and of course, if we're going to be approaching an upward sloping support line from the lows over here, yeah, we could be maybe aiming for some kind of an consolidation phase that we're right now trading in, and this consolidation phase could be breaking out massively towards either the upside or downside from this point here, and this could be having, of course, very positive effects on the market if it is going to be seeing a breakout towards the upside. So for me right now, for Energy Web token, I should definitely still keep your eyes wide open right now in the market, because yeah, it could be for sure go for a major breakout anytime soon here. So yeah, I mean, this chart is looking particularly looking particularly solid right here on the current time of recording. Well, the current time of recording, we're seeing as well Bitcoin dropping off ever so slightly here. Nothing to really big worry about right now, to be very honest. So as well, see some questions coming in here in the chat about Cardano. We'll be reacting towards the Cardano request in a second here. Roper, Bitcoin price target, if we bounce off the support, I have a long entry at 62.8k. I mean, 62.8k is a very strong long entry, my bro. You absolutely nailed the bottom. You absolutely nailed the bottom. And I mean, I do think it's a very strong entry price. Definitely don't think it's a bad entry price at all. I mean, yeah, you can see clearly 62.8k was as well this almost a retest of the lows over here. So yeah, it looks like a very strong entry price that you take out over there, my friend. So personally, I do really anticipate that the market is going to see a further continuation up towards higher targets from there on. So yeah, you did a very strong job here. You did a very strong, decent job here. Yeah, what we can see over here as well, 62.8k. It wasn't the 1 minute reaction time you had for that one. So yeah, if you're limited in over there, you done a very strong job. If you limited order in towards the market, or if you even market ordered back in there, yeah, you did a good job here. Let me see. What does staking mean? Just staking is basically to quickly explain this to you guys out there. Staking is not so hard to explain here. You have two things to like a blockchain has to be secured. You have proof of work and proof of stake. Proof of work is that you're going to mine and you're going to put in energy so the network will be safe, and so the transactions can be sent. And proof of stake is basically the opposite. Proof of stake is that you're going to put your money, you're going to lock your funds in towards the project. So your money is locked. So you're basically putting your own money, your own, let's say, Ethereums into the project to secure the network, because you're securing the network by offering your tokens on the network. So that's basically how it works. It's pretty exciting, and it's the future, because it doesn't require the energy cost that it that proof of work requires. So yeah, that's the reason why it definitely has a big future on the market. So yeah, I'm excited about how it's going to be playing out here. I'm very excited on how it's going to be playing out right here. Let's see. Smash the like. Yeah, indeed, guys, smash the like. Honestly, who was scared when the dip happened? I mean, I'm never scared for dips here. I mean, been through so many dips that I'm not scared of them anymore. Patience is key, of course. That's always true in the whole crypto. It doesn't matter for XRP or whatsoever. Patience is key for all the cryptos out there. So just be patient, because if you're playing the long game, if you're playing the slow game, yeah, you're going to become very wealthy. You're going to become very wealthy. So yeah, pretty cool what we are seeing over there. Just looking at some critical levels, of course. I will be approaching this level over here on the highs as somewhat of a resistance target here. So I do see if Bitcoin is going to increase further up towards the highs over here, that it could come down from this point here. So if Bitcoin is not going to be able to break through the highs over here, I personally will be anticipating a further correction down here. So it's going to be critical that we're going to be breaking through the high over there that we're going to generate later on today. Because yeah, I personally do believe that we could be seeing this high getting generated from that point. And then on, we're going to be, it's going to be quite crucial what we're going to do here. It's going to be quite crucial on how the market is going to react towards it. So yeah, pretty crazy. Let me see. Let me see. Uh, like this. Yes. So yeah, let's see how it's going to be playing out here. We just have to wait. We just have to be a little bit more cautious. We just have to be a little bit calm. Yeah, for me on what is going to be crucial is this box over here ahead of us. We'll be aiming for this already 66.3k. Previous support, previous resistance target, like you can see over here. It's going to be right now opting to provide this very strong resistance on the market. And this could be for sure, well, a level that we could be getting a massive rejection from. And that could be, of course, quite bearish, because if we're going to get rejected by this range over here, we're basically starting a lower high structure, and we're just going to form a further downtrend. Even though we already have been starting a lower low structure, I do want to get the structure getting broken and see, of course, a higher low getting formed afterwards to continue the trend up here once again. So maybe we're going to get the rejection from here on and then see some kind of a consolidation phase like this here, and then form some kind of an ascending triangle. That will be bullish. But of course, if we're going to get a rejection and forming a lower low and this low over here, it's going to be bearish, of course, for Bitcoin. It's going to be quite bearish. So SwissBorg prediction, guys. By the way, for everyone who don't have SwissBorg already, make sure to check the link in the description here, because for you guys that don't know SwissBorg already, not Swiss sense, SwissBorg. But for you guys out there that don't know SwissBorg already, you can sign up here with the link in the description as well. And if you're going to sign up with SwissBorg for the link in the description, guys, you will be getting up to a $100 US. No, not US dollar. You will be getting up to 100 euros in bonus if you're going to sign up here from my link in the description. And I will be getting as well a bonus up towards that level. So it will be truly appreciated if you're going to do so. So it's going to be very exciting if you're going to do so. Because, yeah, SwissBorg is basically, you know why SwissBorg is good, guy. And let me quickly explain this. And why as well very bullish on the token. SwissBorg is basically an app where you can be buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. Right? So if you're going to go and let's say you're using a broker like Binance or whatsoever, it's good. But why shouldn't you use SwissBorg? Because what you have with SwissBorg is that you earn interest on your Bitcoin. So you have your Bitcoins on there and you earn smart yields. You earn smart yields here. So let me see. Okay, like you get 1.5% PA a year. That's very good here. And of course, if you have a premium account that's higher, for premium account is 1.5%. And you can see on Ethereum, you get 5.25% returns a year. So you get like these extra rewards. So for holding it on that account, on your SwissBorg, for holding your crypto on your SwissBorg account, you get extra interest. You get extra returns for holding your Bitcoins over there. You get extra Bitcoins rewarded. For USDC, it's way higher. And of course, if you really want to be going for high targets, you get SwissBorg 9.9% here. BNB 20%. That's crazy. Hold your BNB on SwissBorg. Why not? You're making crazy money by just holding your cryptos. And it is just something that you should be doing here. But if you're not earning yields on your tokens here, it's crazy stupid here, because it's basically low risk. There's no risk attached towards it at all. It's very simple how to do it. Of course, you just go to the site here. You can see over here. You open the SwissBorg app. You deposit your Bitcoin. You set up it, and then you how to activate it. You update your app to the latest version. You scroll down. Tap the yield wallet. It's very simple. It's very user friendly. So make sure to check out SwissBorg in the link in the description here, guys. SwissBorg is offering you a very, 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 very valuable way on earning interest. And as well, token advice here is, of course, no financial advice whatsoever. Do your own research. But yeah, you can be as well buying into SwissBorg. Only 640 million market cap coin. And I say only because that is nowadays only. It's particularly low right now here. It's standing very, very low here, where it should supposed to stay on, in my opinion. I think it's definitely a little bit undervalued, and it could be for sure well increased further on here. I think it's a good buying opportunity as well here if we're going to look at the token, where it could be heading towards. Could easily do still 2 or 4 or 5, 6, 8. Could easily do 10x from here on. Low market cap, high possible returns. SwissBorg is a coin that you could be accumulating right now here. So yeah, looking forward towards where it could be heading towards from this point here. I hold my XRP in SwissBorg. I should definitely suggest, if you, I use SwissBorg myself as well, right? So there's just an app. It's a very simple app here, and yeah, I just use SwissBorg as well here. I think it's just a very good way to earn interest on your portfolio. Just send your buy Bitcoin for SwissBorg, and what you can see here, invite your friends to earn up $100 US. in free SwissBorg yourself and for your friend. So it's basically like a pack opening, because you get like this package and you can earn between $1 up to $100. So if you're going to sign up already, you will be getting either this $1 or $100. So yeah, it's pretty cool if you're going to do so. Yeah, it's just very nice. Let me see what the chat's saying. EGLD, please. Of course, guys, I love EGLD. So yeah, let's talk about EGLD, because EGLD, guys, yesterday we pumped up massively. We came down and we're pumping up once again here, because EGLD is just doing a very strong job here. So while Bitcoin is curving back up once again, it's looking good. EGLD, of course, broke through Altcoins, retested the Altcoin, moved up further from here on. So yeah, it looks particularly good here. So yeah, it's very strong on how EGLD is performing right now here. You can clearly see top side resistance, lower side support. We're forming some kind of a parallel channel here. So we're moving up in a very healthy trend towards the upside in the EGLD price action. You can see the lower side is your buy target, top side is your sell target at the current point of recording. Then of course, as soon as we're going to break through the top side of resistance, we could be in for a very well increasement further in price, and we could be seeing the market moving up further on. And I think personally, EGLD is inevitably going to be growing further on, and I think that EGLD is inevitably going to be going way further. It's going to go way further, in my opinion. It's going to be most likely seeing a much further continuation towards way higher levels. EGLD is going to be a very strong way on making very good gains here, and personally I think as soon as we're going to break the top side of resistance, we could be going exponential once again for EGLD. And yeah, I've been I've been buying quite a bunch of EGLD around $260 US. And so far, yeah, I'm a particularly big profit here. So yeah, I'm looking forward towards what we could be doing here. I definitely think we could be go way further on from here on. I definitely think we could be going way further from here on. So yeah, looking forward towards it. Rover, bear pennant on Bitcoin. Maybe in lower time frames we're seeing something. No, nothing. Yeah, we could be maybe look at this this bear flag that we could be creating over here. Bear flag could be having a particularly bad influence on the market here, like you can see, because a bear flag is usually a further continuation down signal. So yeah, let's see what we're going to get from here on. Hopefully we're going to see a further continuation towards higher highs. But yeah, after a significant leg down here, we're creating right now a bear flag. We could be maybe see another potential surge from here on towards the downside. So yeah, let's see where we could be heading towards from this point. But yeah, it looks quite like we could be having a further continuation from this point here. Some people are saying I accumulate an EGLD position on $300 US. That's pretty good from you. That's pretty good. What RSI do you use in your trading view? Just random strength index, a regular one. Pavel donating to the channel. Hey CR, thank you for your great content. We check out Chai. It is a good time to enter a long position? Question mark. Let me check. XHA. What looking for the ticker real quickly? So, what are we having? So, is it good? Ooh. Is it a good time for entering along? I'm not so sure. I mean, it's moving down and downtrend all time along. That's of course looking not so strong, to be very honest, because it's just steadily moving. On the daily time frame, it has been downtrend ever since launch. Like you can see, it has been forming lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. So yeah, it's not looking strong here, to be honest, if I'm zooming out. If I'm looking into the imminent short term, it's a thing that I don't really like, to be honest. Yeah, it saw a very significant uptrend. But right now it's forming a downtrend once again here. Lower highs, lower lows getting formed there. So that's of course a little bit bearish. Maybe we could be seeing a trend reversal. We're going to look at the momentum indicators. RSI looking like a healthy downtrend. MACD as well, no trend reversal signal yet here. So what my message should be to you out there right now is be careful with your long position, because I definitely think it's irresponsible, and the chances of this coin continuing its downtrend, because it has been in a downtrend every single time before, it's extremely high here, and I personally do see a further continuation down from this point here, to be honest. So be careful, be cautious. I should definitely ready to look at different projects if you want to be accumulating a long position right now. What about VeChain? Let me quickly look at VeChain as well. Let me have a look at VeChain. So yeah, VeChain is doing a particularly strong job here. It has been increasing towards a critical resistance side here. So you can see previous support or resistance was getting found on this range here. This is really the level that we have to be breaking through, of course. So yeah, what I want to be seeing essentially is a breakthrough of this range over here, the red box. As soon as we are breaking through the red box, it's going to be game on for the VeChain price action. And of course, we then could be seeing much further increasements towards way higher targets here. So that's of course a thing that I'm getting pretty excited about. So that's of course a thing that I'm still waiting for right now here. So yeah, let's wait and see where we could be heading towards for VeChain. But yeah, looking forward towards where we are pointing towards right now here. So yeah, quite exciting. Rover, can you check Cake? So yeah, I mean, I'm extremely bullish for you guys out there that you don't know already. I'm extremely bullish on VeChain. I'm just so bullish on VeChain. I just have no words for you. But right now, just wait. Just wait. We're in a very strong uptrend. It's just a matter of time till we're breaking this resistance as well, guys. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitter, by the way. Because we're only 12 followers away before smashing up to 21.9k here. We'll be truly appreciated. The Twitter page is growing very quickly. And of course, if you're going to follow us on Twitter, we'll be definitely highly appreciated if you're going to do so. So we'll be lovely if you're going to smash up the follow button right now here. So let me quickly look at what it was. Cake. It was Cake. I mean, before going into Cake, guys, I want to be saying something real quickly. You know this coin, the graph. I see some people talking a lot about the graph here, and I had it yesterday. I had some talks about it with someone, and the graph is like, guys, you look at the chart, right? So the graph is the all-time high was trading on $2.70, right? So let me quickly explain this to you guys. The all-time high was at $2.70 here. Right now we're trading on $1.17, but we're trading at all-time highs because this is the market cap, this is the price, this is the market cap. This is the price. So basically what we saw with the graph here is that they're printing so much because they're having so much inflation that the market cap is at all-time highs, but price action isn't. So the graph is definitely a coin that you should stay away from, in my opinion, right now. I don't hold the graph anymore as well. Too much inflation. Look at the price. It's not growing so quickly. I mean, I want to make gains and I don't want to be, holding such a high inflationary token. So please be careful with that one. Please be careful with that one. They either need to start burning more or they either have to be adjusting their inflation because this is a crazy amount of inflation that they're bringing in towards the market. So yeah, crazy. Cake, by the way, guys, let me talk a little bit further about it. So please keep your eyes out. If you're buying altcoins, look at how much inflation there is here. Just look at how much circulating supply there's still yet to come here, and just look at how much market capitalization there is, and how much further the prices as well increasing. So look at this. This is just major inflation. Market cap at all-time highs. Market cap is trading two times as high, but the price is trading 3 times as low. So yeah, pretty big inflation. 300% inflation basically since approximately 1 year. Not 1 year. In 9 months we saw 300% inflation. So please be careful with the graph. I'm staying away from the graph. 300% inflation is particularly high right now here. As well, guys, I see a lot of Polkadot requests. We'll be getting towards in a second here. What we can still see with Cake here is that we did clearly broke the downtrend over here. We are right now retesting this previous resistance target as support here. So that's of course looking particularly good here. Let's see what the further continuation is going to be here, since Bitcoin corrected, Cake as well corrected ever so slightly down here. So yeah, we'll be keeping my eyes wide open on this one, but retest is looking particularly solid. Polkadot here moved down as well very significantly. You can see over here 4-hour trend line. We are forming this pattern. We did then clearly saw the breakdown of this pattern. What we are aiming for, if we did got the breakout, like you can see over here, is that the price target is already reached here. Price target was 10% move down here. We even moved further down here. We wicked even further lower, and you can see here, yeah, we were trading around below this range here. Previous all-time high, like you can see over here, was getting retested over here right now. And so far, yeah, it is holding us up once again. We're trading above it. We saw a minor fake out, and right now we're, basically trading above the all-time high once again. So this is doing a particularly good job here. Polkadot is recovering very quickly. Unfortunate to see Polkadot taking such a big hit here. But yeah, it increased as well very quickly towards the upside. So that is the reason yeah, why we did saw this this major correction. But yeah, right now the fake is real here. The buy pressure is cooling up, pressing up once again here. Looks to be that we're right now forming, of course, still this lower high structure here. So we're forming this lower high structure on the highs. While we're doing so, we are maybe as well forming this lower low structure as well over here. So we're forming some kind of an ascending rolling wedge, sorry, descending rolling wedge here. So this descending rolling wedge could be seeing a potential breakout further towards the upside, because yeah, this is a typical bullish bias pattern. So let's see how it's going to be playing out, and if we're going to see a breakthrough the upside, it's going to be extremely bullish for a deep Polkadot price action. Move down further down is going to be bearish, of course, if we're going to fail to hold the support line. But so far it looks to be we are doing a particularly good job here, and we're looking particularly strong in my opinion on the Polkadot price action right now here. So yeah, that's looking good. It's looking very good for the Polkadot price action right now. So we'll keep my eyes wide open for it right here. If I'm zooming in towards 1 hour candles, yeah, nothing very special to be honest playing out here. And by the way, let me analyze the 4 hour momentum. Maybe we're seeing something on the MACD playing out. Yeah, we are seeing something on the MACD playing out here, by the way. What we can currently see on the MACD is that the market has been forming a higher low on the MACD, lower low on the price action. This is, of course, a typical bullish bias signal, because what basically is happening over here is that the sellers are yeah, losing their strength, but price action still going down here. This is the perfect recipe for a reversal. So trend is most likely going to reverse anytime soon here. So this, of course, a particularly positive side that we currently are seeing here on the Polkadot price action. So is it a good time to hold to enter Polkadot? I would be definitely saying no, not no. Is the best time to enter Polkadot? No. But could it be going further up from here on? Yes, very likely, very, very likely. So looking forward towards it. So let me see what we're having. The bulls are silent. Parachain started or not? Parachain did start it, man. Bulls are not silent yet. Yeah, I mean the bulls are silent. They're just going to be looking around the corner in just a minute from now. Let's see what the chat is saying. What should I cash? What should I do with my cash? I should never hold cash. I mean, sometimes you see these people walking on street with such a big pile of cash, and they're doing cool because they have so much cash. But they don't understand. Those people don't understand it because they're holding cash, and I'm not holding cash because cash is just worthless piece of money. It's just the value you attach towards it. Cash is just BS. Because you don't. Why should you hold cash? Hold BTC instead of your cash pal, man. Come on, you don't understand. And of course, everyone who's right now watching does understand. But guys, anyway, right now I will be wrapping up the stream, unfortunately. I will be heading out right now later today, of course, as soon as there's going to be some more volatility in the market, as soon as we're going to see something interesting either playing out on Bitcoin, or as soon as we see a new pattern or whatsoever ever unfolding here, I will be right away live on the channel, or either I will be uploading a video here on the channel. So guys, don't forget to check the socials. You can find it, excuse me, here. You can see @RoverCOC on Twitter. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, because on Twitter you'll be staying up to date with all the developments. So guys, yeah, it's going to be quite an exciting day here. Thank you so much for watching once again here. We'll be back yeah, later today or either tomorrow once again with another live stream here on the channel. And yeah, later today, of course, I will be back as soon as the market is going to show us some interesting things here. I personally do think today is going to be a very volatile day, like I just already told you. So guys, keep your eyes out on the channel. Smash up the bell notification right here. Smash up the bell notification, because if you're smashing up the bell notification, you're not going to miss out on the next video we're going to upload here, because yeah, it's going to be time related once again, guys, just like every single video we're uploading on the channel. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll check you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.